week at 7 a.m. while sitting in the ice rink sipping coffee and watching our children skate, my friend Bruce shared the story of his two boys' first ice skating experience. He told me the Winter Olympics had prompted Brooks and Cole's desire to become ice hockey players, and after much persistence and begging to play, Bruce and his wife Liz gave in. However, they told the boys there would be no hockey until they learned to skate. "What a mess," Liz said to Bruce from her cell phone as she watched their first lesson. Liz described the scene of their boys repeatedly stumbling and wiping out on the ice, and she told Bruce there was no way their boys would ever come back for more after this torment and embarrassment. Shockingly enough, Brooks and Cole came off the ice red-cheeked and soaking wet with big grins, saying, "We loved it, Mom. Can we come back?" What would make two young boys want to return for more pain and humiliation? Just to learn a new sport and improve their skating skills? After all, they were already good at football, basketball, and lacrosse. Have you guys ever heard of growth mindset? Growth mindset can make all the difference in our lifetime successes and achievements. It's something we can both teach others to use and we can also learn to use for ourselves. More so, it's proven to be a hallmark of many greats who went before us. Studies have found that learning and implementing a growth mindset generates motivation and productivity in the business world, the workplace, and sports. It also has the potential to make our relationships better. Let's take a closer look at mindset, both fixed and growth, and how each type affects our achievements and success, and what steps are necessary for changing from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. There are two types of mindset, as I've said. In a fixed mindset, people believe that they are the way they are. According to world-renowned psychologist Carol Dweck, in a fixed mindset, people believe their basic qualities, like their intelligence or talent, are simply fixed traits. Dweck's research suggests that students who have adopted a fixed mindset carry the belief that they are either smart or they are dumb. So there is no way to change this. Dweck's findings also suggest that when students with fixed mindsets fail at something, as they certainly will, they tend to tell themselves that they can't or won't be able to do it. "I just can't learn geometry," or they make excuses to rationalize their failure. "I would have passed the test if I had had more time." In a growth mindset, people believe intelligence can be developed or grown, and that the brain is a lot like a muscle that can be trained. Carol Dweck writes that in a growth mindset, people believe their most basic abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. Brains and talent are just the starting point. She says the growth mindset is the power of believing that you can improve. Now that we understand what fixed and growth mindsets are, let's take a look at a couple of the ways that different mindsets affect our successes and achievements. Fixed and growth mindsets affect achievement and success differently. Someone with a fixed mindset avoids challenges. They give up easily. They believe effort will get you nowhere. They believe success is either the result of luck or offensive actions. According to a diagram presented by Nigel Holmes, the fixed mindset can cause people to achieve less than their full potential. Michael Graham Richards also says that people with a fixed mindset, quote, "don't reach their full potential, their beliefs feed on themselves. They don't change or improve with much time, and if at all, so to them this confirms that they are what they are." On the other hand, a person with a growth mindset believes basic abilities can be improved by hard work and dedication, and that talent and brains are just a starting point for the basic foundation for much more. Dweck asserts that this growth mindset produces a love for learning and a flexibility that is vital to accomplishment. After having heard about the two different types of mindset, you might wonder how you too can change from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. There are 4 steps we can take to change our mindset. The first steps are in the processing or listening to the information we take in. Carol Dweck recommends that we learn to hear our fixed mindset voice during challenges, setbacks, and criticisms. Are you sure you can do it? You might fall down on the ice and look like a fool. You might not have talent after all. Nobody in your family can skate. What if you fail? You'll be a failure. You'll never be chosen to play on an ice hockey team. Step 2 involves recognizing we have a choice in how we're going to translate that information we've taken in. We can choose the way we interpret the outside information. We can decide if we're going to believe the fixed mindset voice that says our talents are set and our abilities are lacking, or, as Carol Dweck recommends, we can process that information in a growth mindset as signals that we need to ramp up our strategies and effort, stretch ourselves, and expand our abilities. The third step and final step calls calls for us to respond to that processed information. As we approach a challenge, we need to face it or answer it with a growth mindset. Dweck says as you face challenges, setbacks, and criticisms, listen to the fixed mindset and talk back to it with a growth mindset. She illustrates this by sharing an example similar to this one. The fixed mindset would say, this ice skating lesson would have been a snap if you really had talent. And the growth mindset replies, that's so wrong. Basketball wasn't easy for Michael Jordan, and science wasn't easy for Thomas Edison. They had passion and they put in tons of effort. The fourth and final step is action. Take action by practicing hearing both voices and work at following through with the growth mindset. Carol Dweck points out the fact that we can choose which voice to listen to, and she recommends we learn from our setbacks and try again and hear the criticism and act on it. As I've shared with you tonight, there are two types of mindset that affect the outcome of our lifetime successes and achievements: fixed and growth. Of the two, growth mindset is vital to bringing about great accomplishments. And by taking 4 basic steps, we can change from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. Growth mindset can make all the difference in our lifetime successes and achievements, and it's something we can both teach others to use and learn to use ourselves. After all, it's proven to be a hallmark of many greats who went before us. So, in returning to my story about Brooks and Cole, what kind of mindset do you think they chose to use the first time they put on their skates and took to the ice? That being considered, do you think they'll embrace the power of believing that they can improve? Will you choose to do the same and face a challenge, setback, or criticism?